Welcome, everyone. I am going to be speaking with you today about the RN to BSN online program at American National University. I am Diane Morey. I am the Vice President of Academic Affairs for Health Science Education. So I am going to begin by speaking a little bit about the amount of time that it will take to complete this program. You will be able to complete this program in about 7 terms, and you will be taking about 2 courses each term, with the exception of 1 term in which we have designed it for you to be able to take 3 general education courses. So the part-time BSN program can be obtained in about 14 months. The inaugural class of students will begin in February 2015. This part-time program does allow you to work and still complete the program in just a little over a year. So you will be able to work while you are obtaining your BSN. The courses are meant to augment your nursing career. The program will be completely online, which does allow you to have further flexibility while you are working. And it is meant to prepare you to move on towards working on a master's degree in nursing as well. The admission requirements are an associate degree in nursing, your RN license. You do need to complete a lab-based anatomy, physiology, and microbiology course, as well as college algebra course, which should have been part of your pre-licensure nursing program. So why should you obtain a bachelor's degree in nursing? In 2008, the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, along with the Institute of Medicine, had a series of forums across the nation, and this developed into a report called The Future of Nursing, Leading Change, Advancing Health. And in this report, there were specific messages and recommendations that were developed for nursing. And all of these nurses and nursing leaders across the country were central to that vision and the development of these statements. One of the key messages was nurses should achieve higher levels of education and training through an improved education system that promotes seamless academic progression. Now, along with those key messages, and this one in particular, there were 8 recommendations, and 4 of them revolved around education. And the first one is particularly pertinent to what we are discussing today, in that they would like to increase the proportion of nurses with a bachelor's degree to 80% by 2020. The others go along with that in terms of lifelong learning, enabling nurses to lead change, and even doubling the number of nurses with a doctorate by 2020. This all begins with your BSN that will lead you down this particular path. So you already have your associate degree. We would like to see, by that 2020 goal, 80% of the nurses having bachelor's degrees. So we would like to see what we currently have of 55% moving toward that goal of 80%. It is not only the Institute of Medicine that has recommended this goal, but the National Advisory Council on Nurse Education and Practice recommends that 2 out of every 3 nurses possess a BSN or higher. So, in terms of obtaining this bachelor's degree in nursing, it will enhance your goal of continuing professional development and lifelong learning, and it enhances the larger goal for the entire nation of increasing the number of nurses with their bachelor's degree. It does also provide the necessary workforce for hospitals seeking magnet status, which requires an increased ratio of bachelor's degree prepared nurses. So let's look at some of these advantages. I already mentioned about employers preferring RNs with bachelor's degrees if they are desiring, seeking, or already have magnet designation at their hospital. It's only about 5% of the hospitals within the country that currently have that designation, but many are going towards that excellence to provide for their patient care. The Veterans Administration also requires a bachelor's degree in nursing for those that are employed with them. Many nurses also talk about more job satisfaction. There may also be a pay differential and possibly even the increased salary potential for nurses who have a bachelor's degree. There certainly is the upward mobility aspect. It is a step towards that master's degree and any other specializations within the field of nursing. It certainly is a stepping stone towards being a leader, which goes back to that future of nursing recommendation. And advanced degrees are needed for any type of management or supervisory role that you may aspire to within the hospital setting or other healthcare setting. So in summary, we've talked about a few of the benefits of obtaining a bachelor's degree in nursing. Salary, career advancement. It can be just setting yourself apart from others in the hiring pool, or stand out in your field of nursing, or be in more demand. So in terms of the bachelor's degree in nursing here at American National University, we'll take a look at some of the sequencing of the courses that you will be taking as part of this online program. There are a number of nursing programs as well as general education courses that you'll be taking in this program. And let's start with the general education courses. You will take a sociology course, a psychology course that is a growth and development course that is to provide you with necessary background for you to continue with the remainder of the program. You will take a statistics course, and that is a required prerequisite for your nursing research course that you will take. You will also be taking a chemistry course that includes a little bit of general chemistry, some organic chemistry, as well as biochemistry. And because it is an online course, there will be a virtual lab. There are going to be some recommended education courses, general education courses that you'll be taking, and one is the Cultural Appreciation course that will address diversity and cultural competence for nursing, and it will build upon the content in your pre-licensure program. There are some upper division general education courses that we are recommending for this program. One is Logic and Critical Thinking, which again will build upon your foundation of critical thinking that you have had in your nursing program in your associate degree. World Religions, that broadens your view. The Parliamentary Procedures and Group Dynamics course will prepare you for some of the discussions you will have in your leadership course, which will be in your final term of the program. All of these general education courses provide you with the broader perspective in which to apply this knowledge in the nursing field for an understanding of the entire human experience for your patient care. So these are the nursing courses that you will be taking. The curriculum is based on the essentials of baccalaureate education for professional nursing practice. These are the courses that are required in the curriculum so that we may seek accreditation from for a nursing programmatic accreditation for the bachelor's degree in nursing. So let's take a look at some of these courses that you will be taking. The first nursing course provides you with some concepts and trends in nursing, and it is also a foundation in nursing theory from which to build upon as you progress with the additional courses in the program. Nursing informatics will discuss healthcare information systems as well as technology. The community and public health nursing course looks at population groups within the community. Nursing research and evidence-based practice discusses the fundamentals of research process, research methods, and it also takes a look at how you will evaluate those research findings for you to be able to apply them to your actual nursing practice. Epidemiology will look at from a local all the way to a global perspective. Healthcare policy discusses not only policy, but finance, regulatory issues at the local, state, national, and global levels. This all culminates in the capstone course, which is your leadership and management course. And this focuses on management concepts as well as leadership development. Thus, we have now spoken about the admission process for the Online to BSN program, as well as some of the reasons that you would want to obtain a bachelor's degree in nursing, as well as looking at some of the courses that you would be taking in the program. Thank you for joining me today, and hopefully you have a better idea of what the program at American National University entails in terms of courses, admission requirements, and hopefully I have convinced you that it is a wonderful idea to continue your education and obtain a bachelor's degree in nursing. Thank you.